we're recording. Call the meeting to order. The agenda, Oromocto Town Council meeting in regular session, Thursday, May 21st, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. at the Oromocto Municipal Building. I'll call for a mover for approval of the agenda. Deputy Mayor Mawini, seconder, Councillor Henry. Questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Is there any disclosure of interest? None? All right, we'll move down to the mayor's comments. And I'd like to acknowledge Councillor-elect Joe Myers here. Nice to meet you. And Councillor-elect Dean Grattan from Ward 1 and Councillor Myers from Ward 2. I'd like to acknowledge too, this is our last council meeting before the new council starts up in June. And I'd like to say two councillors here are leaving us. Councillor Henry and Councillor Daw. Councillor Henry joined council in 2016 in Ward 2 at the PMQs. He retired from the military and now runs the base theater at Hope Cinema with his family. I want to thank you for your military service, and I want to thank you for your service to the town of Oromocto. You, Councillor Henry, served on the Recreation and Tourism Committee and the Planning and Advisory Committee, so thank you for that. And we have Councillor Lorraine Daw. She was elected to town council in 2012 when many of us were elected together. There was 1, 2, 3, 5 of us that all came together in 2012. She's been on council for 14 years, served 1 term as deputy mayor. She worked on many committees over the years. The Fayette Library Committee, the Oromocto Area Chamber of Commerce Committee, Capital Region Service Commission Community Development Committee, the PAC Committee. She also volunteered for the Oromocto Food Bank for many years, and she was in the Girl Guides of Canada for over 50 years, since 1980, when she was just a little girl.
Exactly.
So I would like to give you well wishes to both of you in your future endeavors. And if anyone would like to speak, the floor is yours. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Well, Henry, you can go first.
Just wanted to say a few words about how great you to serve the town of Oromocto for the past 10 years. I know it's probably a little weird hearing me speak at these meetings. It's been an honor to serve the community alongside such a dedicated mayor and council. I genuinely enjoyed working with all of you and consider you all to be my friends. I also want to say thanks to the town staff. They're such amazing people who made my job as a councillor so much easier. It was great to have someone like Cindy to answer all my dumb questions behind the scenes. And it took a lot of pressure off me to know that if I didn't do my required reading, I could just look to the CAO and see where he was landing, and that's what I was supposed to. There's a few accomplishments that I'll always be proud to be a part of. Seeing the nursing home become reality was incredibly meaningful. Also excited that we were able to start the process of the new multicultural center, the possibility of 2 ice services. And being part of the hiring process of John Jackson as CAO, which I think was an important step forward to this town's future leadership and growth. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to this community. I truly love Oromocto. And even though I wasn't born here, this place feels like home. I was raised as a military brat, and then I joined the military myself, so I never stayed in one place very long. And the home's always changing for me until I met Oromocto. I lived here longer than I lived anywhere else, and I started to grow roots in the town. It's where my kids were born. Boats right here, future right here. That's where I bought my first house. And it's where I retired. And now it's now I have an amazing opportunity to serve the community in a different way. So hopefully bring a couple hours of reprieve from your daily struggles and let you enjoy the best possible. So while I might not be returning next term, but this town will always have a special place in my heart. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councillor Daw.
Well, that was wonderful, Randy. Mine was quite different. I will tell you, I was going to pull a fast one. I don't, long before you guys ever had it, there was digital paper on the telex machines that had perforated, so your pages were all together. I was gonna bring a stack and just roll it up. I said that was like, because you know what I like to buy. But anyway, what a humbling and rewarding journey this past 14 years has been, and I promise I'm not gonna. First and foremost, I would like to thank the residents of Ward 1 for placing their trust and confidence in me to represent them on council. It has truly been an honor and a privilege to serve both Ward 1 and the citizens of Oromocto. I certainly could not have done this without the unwavering love and support of my family and friends, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart. I would also like to express my deep appreciation for the support, guidance, and teamwork I've experienced throughout my time on council. I have learned so much from each of you and will always cherish the memories and experiences we share together. It has truly been a privilege to serve alongside such dedicated individuals. To the department heads and staff, thank you for the incredible work you do each and every day to improve our town. Your values, dedication, and work ethics are a tremendous asset to our community, and we are fortunate to have people so committed to making Oromocto a better place. To the CAO and staff, it's not in here, but I did have, what can I say? Words cannot fully express my gratitude for your guidance, support, and hard work over the years. Thank you for always taking the time to answer my questions, listen to my concerns, and provide thoughtful direction whenever needed. Your leadership and dedication have made a significant impact on the success and growth of our town, and your contributions are truly valuable. To your worship and the fellow councilors, Oromocto is blessed to have such thoughtful, principled individuals serving on this council. I've always appreciated that our decisions were approached with logic, respect, empathy, and open-minded discussions. Each person brought unique perspectives to the table, and each during difficult conversation, mutual respect was never lost. To all of you who continue to work towards the betterment of our community, you remain grounded, focused on the true needs of residents, and committed to accountability and responsible leadership. You advocate for the people of Oromocto and ensure that decisions are made in the best interest of the community. This is one of the most honorable responsibilities a person can undertake, and I thank each of you for being such strong representatives of our town. I hope the citizens of Oromocto truly understand how fortunate they are. I am proud to serve as a councillor for the town of Oromocto. I am proud of the work we've accomplished together, and I'm proud of the community we continue to build. Thank you for 14 wonderful and rewarding years for being such an important part of my journey.
Don't be strangers, right? You know where we live here, so. All right, we move on. The adoption of the minutes. The agenda, Oromocto Town Council in regular session Thursday, 21st of May, 2026 at 5:30 at the Oromocto Municipal Building. I'll call for a mover. And Councillor Daw, seconder, Councillor Henry. Questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. No petitions or presentations or delegations, so we'll move down to councillor reports. We'll go to the Planning and Advisory Committee with Deputy Mayor Maloney.
Thank you, Worship. We held our meeting at the beginning of this month. There was only one item on the agenda. It was a variance for permission to have a CCAN in the driveway of a home for a temporary length of time. That was an interesting discussion. It was heard from both sides, the positive, negatives, and the committee denied the variance. So that was our meeting in totality.
Questions, Carl? Nope. Okay. We'll move on to 7E, the Oromocto Area Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Your Worship. The Oromocto Area Chamber met on May the 13th in the OC room, and just a brief meeting, but Town Council and the Oromocto Chamber open forum was a suggestion put on the table by Tanya Cannell, our president, and she shared a few ideas on what the forum could possibly look like. She suggested during October as it's Small Business Week, and before moving forward, Tanya will set up a meeting to talk with Mr. Jackson, CEO, Mr. Jackson. The second item was the Business Awards dinner. A roundtable feedback on the events was shared by the board members, both pros and cons. Felt it was a positive event overall and everything went well, but always room for improvement. The OAC board wants to extend a heartfelt thank you to all the local business owners and community members who joined us for the Business Award dinner. Your support, enthusiasm, and pride in our business community made the evening a true success. And then there is to be a business after hours on June the 3rd from 4:30 to 6, hosted by Scotiabank at Scotiabank. It's called Connect to Protect, the business networking event to include a brief informative session on fraud prevention, as there has been a rise in fraud-related activities recently. And the next chamber meeting is scheduled for June the 10th. And the OSC room. I have been given permission to attend that and use the key to get in since they don't have a key. I have my key. And after that, we don't meet, they will not be meeting for July and August. And I'll turn the key in and I have asked Tammy to make arrangements with the town hall for September. Unless you have somebody on that committee at that point.
I don't. Okay, thank you. Next, we'll move to 70, the Oromocto Pioneer Gardens with Deputy Mayor Mullen.
Thank you, Worship. The cemetery committee met yesterday. The cemetery is now officially open for both interments and internments, so both in the columbariums and for in the ground burials. They're up and running, ready to go, and business is open as usual. They have most of their major projects now having come to completion. They had a major project last year, getting a new columbarium put in, and it's just in the process of getting finished. So everything is looking good over at the cemetery. And the other thing is that sales up to date from January until the end of April are ahead of schedule as to what they were last year at the same time period. So things are looking good on that front as well.
People are dying to get involved in that. Councilor Dodd?
Thank you, Worship. Just a question. Is the columbarium going to be similar to the existing ones or standalone?
Similar to the existing.
Right, oh. All right, we move on to consideration of bylaws. There is none. Unfinished business, there is none. So we'll move down to 10, the new business. We'll start with 10A, the 2025 annual report with Deputy Mayor Mullen.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved, the council approves the 2025 federal market annual report. I so move.
Call for seconder. Councilor Murdoch, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move down to 10B, the municipal emergency management plan with Councilor Von Victor.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved, the council accepts the quote received from Transitional Solutions Incorporated in the amount of $61,390 plus HST and expenses for the review and modernization of town of Oromocto's municipal emergency management plan, including associate training and exercise components. I so move.
Call for seconder. Councilor Carr, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move to 10C, the Smith subdivision UV treatment with Councilor Daw.
Thank you, Worship. Be it resolved that council authorizes the expenditure of $55,970.46 plus HST for the Smith subdivision UV equipment and electrical upgrades. Funding is available from within capital account number 9526. I so move.
For seconder, Deputy Mayor Mooney, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. And the last one, the trail barriers with Councilor Henry.
Thank you, Worship. Be resolved, the council authorizes Director of Recreation and Tourism to remove the Jersey barriers and explore reasonable, non-restricted alternatives to reduce motorized traffic on designated trails.
Call for seconder, Councilor Kirkbride?
No.
No? Okay. Councilor Daw, seconder or questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried.
On the record, that the third.
On the record, clerk, thank you. On that note, I'll need a mover for an adjournment. Councilor Kirkbride, seconder, Councilor Henry, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Yeah, it was a last fill in there, so when I see.